Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So if you're like me, you like running shoes, shirts, all things running, things like that. When you go shopping, you kind of navigate over into the running section. Well, that's kind of what I did today. I went to Ross Dress for Less and I was wondering if I could find a good pair of running shoes for the low. And guess what? Came across the Adidas Adizero Boston 11s for $33. What a steal. Let's get running. My, what a deal I got. The Adizero Boston 11 is a snappy mid-distance to a long-distance running shoe. This shoe has a price point of $160, and yes, I got it for $33. Additionally, when it comes to the specs of this shoe, we have a 39.5 millimeters in the heel, 31 in the forefoot, giving us a 8.5 millimeter heel to toe drop. For a men's size 9, this shoe comes in at 9.6 ounces or 272 grams. So as we look at the upper on this shoe, you can see it is composed of a lightweight mesh material. It is very lightweight, very breathable. So regarding the lightweight, breathable, flexible mesh right here, I do think it should be noted that right in this section right here, I did notice a stiffness where you have the combining of the eyelet chain to the lightweight mesh. I felt just a stiffness right in this area as I would tie it down. It just kind of sat there on top of my foot, gave me a little bit of discomfort. Let's take a look at the tongue on this shoe. We have a fully gusseted tongue. I want you to be able to see this right here. It is fully gusseted and it is super thin, super lightweight, and very breathable. You can see that right there. Very lightweight, very breathable, and definitely gusseted. Notice right here on the top, you do have some material with padding on it, just right here. And it's a pretty good bit of padding. I really like that. As I locked down, I didn't feel the laces grinding on top of my foot, and I thoroughly enjoyed that about this shoe, that you have an ample amount of padding right here. That felt really good. Overall, tongue didn't slip or anything like that. It felt pretty good. It conformed to the top of my foot, and for that, I like this tongue. So as we flip it on back to the heel counter, I want you to take a good look at this. Regarding the heel counter, you can see that the construction pretty much runs up right into here. And you have this little bitty flippity flop. Not really sure what that is, but I notice it wants to continue to either go there or fold backwards like that. I'm not sure what this is, but I didn't really have any issue with it. I noticed that the heel though was so stiff. It has the Adizero heel blinker here, and this is a stiff heel. I mean, a very stiff heel. You do have on the inside, you have a little bit of padding right here and a little bit of padding right here for the back of your heel. This shoe was so stiff when it came to the heel and just how snug it was on my foot. I mean, it felt like a cast. So if you've ever had a cast or felt a cast before, that's what it feels like. That was a very stiff heel, probably one of the stiffest heels I've ever had on a running shoe. So moving on down to the midsole of the Adizero Boston 11, we have a combination of Like Strike Pro and Like Strike EVA foam. Now you have here very responsive foam, the Like Strike Pro and the Like Strike EVA, which is still responsive, lightweight, but they basically just sandwich these two together. And what they've done is they use these foams stacked on one another, but you also have on the very bottom, you have energy rods. And so you have these energy rods that are basically just sandwich in there through the shoe from the back all the way to the front. And that is supposed to help with a propulsive response, basically a very energetic response to move forward. My experience in the Light Strike Pro and the Light Strike EVA working together with the glass fiber energy rods in the shoe, well, I have a little bit of mixed feelings regarding it. The reason is because I noticed that when I slowed down, it was very uncomfortable, it felt very stiff, and just not the best on my foot. However, as I began to speed up, as pace increased, my comfort increased. I felt a snappy energy return, and then I could begin to actually feel the foam kind of activating under my feet. So I think that's the purpose of this combination of the foams working together and everything basically doing its job. This shoe is not meant to be a slow daily trainer. It is not for slow grinding. It is for fast days, mid to long distance running at fast paces. Let's flip it on bottom to the outsole of this shoe. So as you can see right here, we are not lacking in rubberized outsole. We have full coverage pretty much throughout the shoe, obviously not in the midsection of the shoe, but we have the Continental rubberized outsole basically in the hot spots on the shoe. As you can see, we have the Continental rubberized outsole from toe to heel on this shoe. You have a little bit of midfoot section that's exposed here where you have the energy rods, but overall you have a pretty good coverage of this Continental rubber. Now, I suspect that you will definitely get a lot of mileage out of this shoe, and the wear and tear is going to be not too significant. Overall, this shoe was a steal for $33. I'm super glad that Ross had it, and I'm super glad that I was able to buy it. I really like this shoe regarding the breathability and the energy return that I felt. The faster I went, the more comfortable it felt. I could feel the Light Strike Pro and EVA and the energy rods working together, accompanying me, helping me go faster. I thoroughly enjoyed that. I did not like, however, the stiffness of the heel counter and the stiffness of the upper. The slower I went, the more rigid, the more stiff it was, and honestly, it made for a very uncomfortable ride. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. I hope you found the content helpful on the Adidas Adizero Boston 11. If you would, do me a favor, hit this like button, comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about this shoe? What about a $33 price point? Would you buy it for $33? And are you expecting to get the Boston 12s when it comes out very soon? I don't know. Let me know. I want to hear back from you. And as always, guys, aim high.